Good morning students. Today we are going to see the next chapter, chapter 2, measurements. In the measurements, we learn about different shapes and its property, and also we learn how to find its area and perimeter of different shapes. Today we are going to see about the parts of a circle. We know the sum of the parts of the circle. Before going to the other parts, just recall it. First circle. A circle is a path traced by a moving point so that its distance from a fixed point is always constant. This fixed point is called the center of the circle. And this constant distance is called as radius. That is the line which joins the center and any point on the circle is radius. If any 2 points on the circles joined by the line segment, then this line segment is called as a chord. If the same chord passes through the center of the circle, it divides the circle into two equal halves, and we call that chord as diameter. That is diameter which divides the circle into two equal halves, which is the largest chord of a circle. Then if a chord divides a circle into two segments, the smaller area we are getting is the minor segment and the larger area we are getting is the major segment. These are all the parts we learned in previous classes. Today we are going to see about the circular arc and circular sector. A part of the circumference of a circle is called a circular arc. That is, this is the circumference of the circle. If we take any portion of this circumference, we call it as arc. Then circular sector, the plane surface that is enclosed between two radii and circular arc of a circle is called a sector. That is, in a circle, if two radii are drawn and with this length of the circle, this enclosed area is called the sector of a circle. For this sector, we are going to find how to find the angle. That angle we called as central angle. The angle formed by a sector of a circle at its center is called the central angle. This angle we called it as theta, central angle theta. We know that angle of a circle is 360 degree. If the circle is divided into n equal parts, then the central angle of each sector is theta equal to 360 by n. That is, if the circle is divided into two parts, then the central angle is theta by 360 by 2. If it is divided by 4 parts, theta equal to 360 by 4. If it is divided into 8 parts, theta equal to 360 by 8. The next heading is length of the arc and area of the sector. We know that the central angle of a circle is 360 degree. Circumference of the circle equal to 2 pi r units and area of the circle equal to pi r square units. With this formula, we are going to find out the length of the arc and area of the sector. First, let us take a semicircle. If a circle is divided into two equal sectors, we will get two semicircles. That is, the circle is divided into two parts. This length of the semicircle arc is half of the circumference of the circle. We know that circumference of the circle equal to 2 pi r. Then the length of the semicircle is half of 2 pi r. Same way, area of a semicircular sector is half of area of a circle, that is pi r square. If the semicircular sector takes an angle, we know that angle in a straight line is 180 degree. Therefore, the angle, semicircle sector of angle is 180 degree. And the ratio of the central angle of a semicircle sector and the central angle is 1 by 2. Hence, the length of the semicircle arc is 1 by 2 into 2 pi r, which is equal to 180 by 360 degree into 2 pi r. This half is written by 180 by 360. Then area of the semicircle is half into pi r square, that is 180 by 360 into pi r square units. Now, if a circle is divided into three equal sectors, then each of their central angle is 180 degree. We know that angle of a circle is 360 degree. We are dividing into three sectors. Therefore, 360 by 3 we get 180 degree. The ratio of 120 to 360 degree is 1 by 3. Using this, we find the length of this arc and area of the sector. Length of the arc equal to 120 by 360 into 2 pi r. Area of a sector equal to 120 by 360 into pi r square units. In the same way, if a circle is divided into 4 equal sectors, we get the center of the angle as 90 degree. Then the length of the arc of the circular quadrant is 90 by 360 into 2 pi r. Length of the quadrant is 90 by 360 into 4 pi r square. We can also write, since it is in quadrant, we can directly write 1 by 4 2 pi r and the area of a quadrant equal to 1 by 4 pi r square. That is, in general, if you assume the central angle be theta and the radius be r, the ratio of the central angle theta to 360 is theta by 360 degree. Therefore, we get the formula length of the arc L equal to theta by 360 into 2 pi r units and area of the sector A equal to theta by 360 into pi r square units. Next, we are going to see how to find the perimeter of a sector. We know that perimeter is the total boundary of the closed part. Here, O, A, B is a sector with OA and OB with 2 radius and AB is the circular arc L. So, the perimeter of a sector equal to length of the arc plus length of 2 radii. That is, perimeter equal to L plus 2R units. Therefore, perimeter of a sector P equal to L plus 2R units. Thank you.